Tikal in Tikal National Park, Guatemala. Tikal is the ruin of an ancient city, which was likely to have been called Yax Mutal, found in a rainforest in Guatemala. It is one of the largest archaeological sites and urban centers of the pre-Columbian Maya civilization. It is located in the archaeological region of the Petén Basin in what is now northern Guatemala. Situated in the department of El Petén, the site is part of Guatemala's Tikal National Park, and in 1979 it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Tikal was the capital of a conquest state that became one of the most powerful kingdoms of the ancient Maya. Though monumental architecture at the site dates back as far as the 4th century BCE, Tikal reached its apogee during the Classic period, Celsius 200 to 900 CE. During this time, the city dominated much of the Maya region politically, economically, and militarily, while interacting with areas throughout Mesoamerica such as the great metropolis of Teotihuacan in the distant Valley of Mexico. There is evidence that Tikal was conquered by Teotihuacan in the 4th century CE. Following the end of the late Classic period, no new major monuments were built at Tikal, and there is evidence that elite palaces were burned. These events were coupled with a gradual population decline, culminating with the site's abandonment by the end of the 10th century. Tikal is the best understood of any of the large lowland Maya cities, with a long dynastic ruler list, the discovery of the tombs of many of the rulers on this list, and the investigation of their monuments, temples, and palaces. The closest large modern settlements are Flores and Santa Elena, approximately 64 kilometers by road to the southwest. Tikal is approximately 303 kilometers north of Guatemala City. It is 19 kilometers south of the contemporary Maya city of Uaxtlan and 30 kilometers northwest of Yaca. The city was located 100 kilometers southeast of its great Classic period rival, Calakmul, and 85 kilometers northwest of Calakmul's ally Caracol, now in Belize. The city has been completely mapped and covered an area greater than 16 square kilometers that included about 3,000 structures. The topography of the site consists of a series of parallel limestone ridges rising above swampy lowlands. The major architecture of the site is clustered upon areas of higher ground and linked by raised causeways spanning the swamps. The area around Tikal has been declared as the Tikal National Park, and the preserved area covers 570 square kilometers. It was created on May 26, 1955 under the auspices of the Instituto de Antropología y Historia, and was the first protected area in Guatemala. The ruins lie among the tropical rainforests of northern Guatemala that formed the cradle of lowland Maya civilization. The city itself was located among abundant fertile upland soils, and may have dominated a natural east-west trade route across the Yucatan Peninsula. Conspicuous trees at the Tikal Park include gigantic kapok, the sacred tree of the Maya, tropical cedar, and Honduras mahogany. Regarding the fauna, agudas, white-nosed coatis, gray foxes, Jeffrey's spider monkeys, howler monkeys, harpy eagles, falcons, ocellated turkeys, guans, toucans, green parrots and leafcutter ants can be seen there regularly. Jaguars, ocelots, and cougars are also said to roam in the park. Tikal had no water other than what was collected from rainwater and stored in 10 reservoirs. Archaeologists working in Tikal during the 20th century refurbished one of these ancient reservoirs to store water for their own use. The average annual rainfall at Tikal is 1,945 millimeters. However, the arrival of rain was often unpredictable, and long period of drought could occur before the crops ripen, which severely threatened the inhabitants of the city. Tikal has been partially restored by the University of Pennsylvania and the government of Guatemala. It was one of the largest of the Classic period Maya cities and was one of the largest cities in the Americas. The architecture of the ancient city is built from limestone and includes the remains of temples that tower over 70 meters high, large royal palaces, in addition to a number of smaller pyramids, palaces, residences, administrative buildings, platforms and inscribed stone monuments. There is even a building which seemed to have been a jail, originally with wooden bars across the windows and doors. There are also 7 courts for playing the Mesoamerican ball game, including a set of 3 in the Seven Temples Plaza, a unique feature in Mesoamerica. The limestone used for construction was local and quarried on site. The depressions formed by the extraction of stone for building were plastered to waterproof them and were used as reservoirs, together with some waterproofed natural depressions. The main plazas were surfaced with stucco and laid at a gradient that channeled rainfall into a system of canals that fed the reservoirs. Like us and join us at Extreme Collections for more fun and knowledge.